Hey guys, Jalen here, and today I wanted to continue a tradition that I started last year on one of my other channels, and I intend to continue it here. And it's reading my favorite poem, the Snipe's Lament, also known as The Men Who Sail Below. And on this specific day, it goes out to my former shipmates, and specifically Jeff, who's still fighting the fight, still fighting the ship, still down below. So, without further ado, the engineers out there, not the TF2 engineers, the Navy engineers, the men who sail below. Now each of us from time to time has gazed upon the sea and watched the warships pulling out to keep this country free. And most of us have read a book or heard a lusty tale about the men who sail these ships through lightning, wind, and hail. But there's a place within each ship that legends fail to reach. It's down below the waterline. It takes a living toll, a hot metal living hell that sailors call the hole. It houses engines run by steam that make the shafts go round, a place of fire and noise and heat that beats your spirits down, where boilers like a hellish heart with blood of angry steam are of molded gods without remorse, are nightmares in a dream, whose threat that from the first roar is life-living doubt, that any minute would with scorn escape and crush you out, where turbines scream like tortured souls, alone and lost in hell, as ordered from above somewhere, they answer every bell. The men who keep the fires lit and make the engine run are strangers to the world of night, and rarely see the sun. They have no time for man or God, no tolerance for fear. Their aspect pays no living thing the tribute of a tear. For there's not much that men can do that these men haven't done. Beneath the decks, deep in the holes, to make the engines run. And every hour of every day they keep their watch in hell. For if the fires ever fail, their ship's a useless shell. When ships converge to have a war upon an angry sea, the men below just grimly smile at what their fate might be. They're locked in below like men foredoomed who hear no battle cry. It's well assumed that if they're hit, the men below will die. For every day is a war down there, when the gauges all read red. 1,200 pounds of superheated steam can kill you mighty dead. So if you ever write their sons, or try to tell their tale, the very words would make you hear a fired furnace's wail. These men of steel, the public never gets to know. So little's heard about the place that sailors call the hole. But I can sing about the place and try to make you see the hardened life of men down there, because one of them was me. I've seen these sweat-soaked heroes fight in superheated air to keep their ship alive and right, though no one knows they're there. And thus they'll fight for ages on, till steamships sail no more, amid the boiler's mighty heat and turbines' hellish roar. So when you see a ship pull out to meet a warship foe, remember faintly if you can, the men who sail below. Cheers.